Hello guys and welcome back to our little private lounge. We are here to watch the final episode of Bridging the Rift. This is going to be part 5. We gave it our best shot. And indeed you guys fucking did, because Arcane has been an amazing journey. And this documentary series has also been incredibly well done. It really exceeded our expectations thus far. It's kept us engaged.
The thing is, like, we've watched documentaries, like, obviously, docuseries and all these things, but it's like, to see them use the same skills that they used to, like, build those cliffhangers and the storytelling and everything, to build up the same kind of almost like tension and expectation this way. And this is going to be the resolution. So, like, I'm super freaking pumped. Like, I'm so really impressed.
Excited, because there's been a story arc throughout every single part, and it's been kind of like this. The tension is building up, you know, the stress is building up. These creators and artists, they're like, holy shit, is this going to work? And we know the answer, of course, but we're seeing them stress out about it. And it's just so cool to see people that are so talented still second guess whether or not they're taking the right steps, because you have to, because, you know, every step that you take has to be in the right direction in order to elevate the product that you're creating, right? Or whatever storyline or whatever you're doing. So it's so cool to see how much passion and how much love they put into Arcane and how much they had to think about the entire process. I think it's safe to say that we're very excited to start this final chapter. Guys, thank you so much for joining us for this one, and we hope you enjoy.
It's the finale.
The beginning of the end.
I know.
I will give you the world if you can prove you can take it.
Wow.
Uh-oh, promotional material.
Oh my god.
I would be shitting my pants right about now if I was like the creator of the show. Oh,
when Arcane goes out, we will get death threats. Doesn't matter if we win every award in the world, we will inevitably piss someone off who really loves whichever character is in Arcane, and they will want to murder us.
I mean,
I'm still anxious, right? We're 2 to 3 weeks to the launch, so maybe I'm completely fooling myself and it's gonna flop.
Oh no. Oh, dude.
Let's have a look at that trailer for Riot Games this upcoming. And
that's Premiere, right?
That is Premiere Pro, yeah.
So it's like League of Legends Christmas right now.
Yeah.
Holy.
Hell yeah.
If it's even like half as good as
they're watching, guys. They're watching.
Oftentimes the question is like, how do you make something good? How do you know it's good? What if you don't know these characters? What if you don't know anything about League of Legends? Would you still engage in this?
Yeah.
Hopefully we succeeded in the biggest thing, which was making League of Legends fans proud of their investment into the IP.
Yeah.
That's so awesome.
That's so cool.
Against this beautiful stained glass that was probably once like colorful and cheerful and happy. Now it's shattered and broken.
The fact that somebody can make an hour-long reaction video off of like the smallest teasers that we've made is impressive.
Let's have a closer look at this bit of animation, because they're doing double. They're taking the character model.
We dissected it like every frame.
Wow.
Like, it was spot on most of the time.
What a compliment, dude. Holy shit.
I mean, I can't imagine how much of those are going to exist after we've released a whole season of Arcane. Like,
I'm like,
Oh, that's awesome.
So cool.
A story or a project that goes out, and if you don't like it, c'est la vie. It's like,
dude.
Because it's this thing that our audience cares about so much, that we care about so much. So it's not easy to make decisions when you have that in the back of your head.
Yeah.
You gotta stay cool, man.
Yeah, it's so much pressure, dude.
Wow. We gave it our best shot.
I'm surprised what you can pull off when your life depends on it. Ends on it.
Because on it feels...
Oh my god.
Sound mixing, wow.
Yeah. I have never worked on animation before this project, which I actually always thought was a detriment, but I was recently told that that was actually something they were looking for, so I was like, oh, good. They put so much detail and so much thought into the animation, you really do want to match it, you know? Like, you want it to be just as detailed, just as nuanced, and sound as cool as it looks.
Wow.
Dude, that's so cool.
So Andy is the sound effects mixer. So all the cool design, the weapons.
But I think really connects for a lot of people. Like, they may not realize it. Same thing with like music. Music is kind of like a universal language. There's something about that, you know, sonic thing that gets in your ear that really, I think, helps bring stuff to life. Like when I go see a scary movie, I cover my ears, man. I don't cover my eyes, right?
It's the impact of those sounds that make the moment more real.
Drop the gun!
The goal is clarity in the end. It's supposed to be like not noticed in a way. If it's noticed, maybe it's done, it's done wrong.
It's like editing.
Things are believable when people believe that they're in them.
Sorry, my watch went off. Totally ruined your soundbite, dude.
Shit.
Whoops.
Damn it.
We should have had shirts.
There you go. That's Brad Beamong, ladies and gentlemen.
We make the noises.
There you go. Thank you for being part of this Patreon community, man. That means the world to us.
I'm so jazzed up about this right now. Okay. Fangirling.
That is absolutely awesome.
Developing the soundscapes and kind of getting some
Brad Beamong, there he is.
that, and then we can go to the stage and kind of fine tune things. Very identical to Brad's. Exactly the same, actually, except for I have some plants. But obviously everything would die in this room. Find the best looking fake plants.
Listen, it's the intention.
Yeah, Target's got some great fake plants.
Oh my God, Target.
These are motion picture MPSC awards.
Wow.
These were for Blade Runner and
Resident Evil.
A game, Resident Evil.
Dude, I love
Holy shit.
Resident
Hopefully
Evil.
there'll be a third one there.
Ooh.
When you come back and film this for season 2 or something.
Hopefully, man.
Sound design, when you're working in animation, you're working completely from scratch.
Yeah.
Everything.
And a lot of times it's easy to just kind of do the bare minimum of what's needed for the scene because that's just sort of the aesthetic. But for this, from day one, it was let's create a really, really authentic sounding production track.
Dude.
And you did it, man. You fucking did it, man.
Is to work on the relationship between dialogue, music, and effects to help sell a believable story.
Yeah. The level of detail.
I remember in our second episode, there was this council scene where Jace has to kind of answer for his unsanctioned research. And that scene just did not work for me, and the animatics and everything. And I looked at this script page and I was like, no, these are the right words. Like, you're saying the right things. The animation looked great. I was like, what is the problem?
Feeling. It's the sound, huh?
The materials were far more dangerous than I was aware of.
Sounds like how it was recorded in
were against Academy regulations.
the VO booth.
What I did endangered people. It was reckless.
He's such a talented actor, too.
Sheer mass of this room, you add reverb.
It was revolutionary.
Yeah.
Revolutionary how? All I see is a boy meddling with things he doesn't understand.
The second there was that like feeling of the words just
Yeah, you can
expanding
hear it.
into this
Yeah.
eerie space.
Yeah.
It's like a
It
void.
felt like every word just mattered so much more, And that was the first time that scene really worked for me.
And it isolates him so much more as well. He's surrounded by all these people and his fate is in the balance.
Backgrounds are, what world is this character in? What's happening around them? What could be happening around them?
Wow. All the atmosphere.
The conversation with backgrounds is sort of like our wallpaper, kind of like lays the foundation. And sometimes it's a combination of stuff that you recorded in the field.
Yeah.
We try to go out almost at least once a week or on the weekends. I'm constantly recording.
Wow.
You gotta have your own library.
Little bank of sounds,
But when I pitched down the recordings I did, I got this. The engine had this kind of repetitive. That's basically the industrial zone.
Dude, like this is pure creativity, man.
Air compressor bursts, pitch down.
Dude, you guys are fucking cool, man.
That's so fucking badass.
Imagine going into like the lab, right, where they create these sounds, dude. This is just.
What I would.
And then the Foley is really.
I would kill to be a fly on that wall. Just watch them do their thing.
Level of realism.
For animation, it's huge.
The Foley crew was our good buddies at One Step Up. Dan O'Connell, John Cucci, totally crushed it. Each one of these tracks is, somebody watching this scene and doing all the feat for that one character, going back, doing the feat for that next character.
Footsteps, props, which is kind of like, this is a prop when you set it on the table, and it has a sound. And then gear, which is like, Vi has a certain jacket on with a buckle, and that buckle makes a sound.
There's a sequence here with a little Zeppelin thing, and I commented on the sound design immediately as soon as that came out.
We were literally talking about that also like during the parkour moment, where I was like, dude, like the footsteps and everything else, the sound is so crisp.
So, our viewpoint on Foley is, we need it and play it loud.
That was so good.
Tiny Heimerdinger.
I know.
Dan and John, and what they did is like their stuff is always 90% there and it fits in and it's great. But sometimes you need to embellish it.
It doesn't do what you need it to do, but like just the sound effects by itself.
There
it doesn't
you
have that
Oh,
realism
dude.
and the texture that you need from like something that's real. So together.
Oh, that's awesome.
There was a lot of organic recordings and thought that went into sounds that came from the natural world.
Wow, dude.
By the way, you guys have to watch this with headphones, man. You get every single detail.
The elk are just gonna start running into the building.
It's like ASMR, man. Yeah.
I took that and sampled it out.
Oh.
50 cal bullet. How about castanets?
Wow.
Pitched up. Whoa.
Dude.
For me, the biggest thing was the magic, like the Hexcore, and this is like the beginning and the origin of magic of League of Legends. Like creating something that tonally sounded new and was the beginning, and it had to progress through the whole season.
Wow, dude.
So this is pitched
So
up
ethereal.
and then thrown through a tremolator.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's also
Wow.
thrown through a Doppler.
Oh.
We're messing with a bunch of different synthesizers and like a chimey tonal thing with a choir.
Dude, it sounds so fucking cool,
Dude,
man.
what?
Wow. No wonder it had this. It's weird because it sounds organic and synthetic at the same time.
Yeah.
It's
Shimmer,
something
like
almost
the
like
whole shimmer
sentient,
thing.
but
The biggest
not.
player in the shimmer is actually, that's your voice.
No way.
Recording a ton of that stuff just kind of gave us this like weird palette of stuff to play with. You know, running it through an impulse response.
Whoa.
Oh, dude.
Dude, how do you fucking come up with this? How do you guys come up with this stuff, man?
This is, I don't want to be this creative.
The one thing about Brad and I is we work together well. Like you create building blocks, as Riot likes to call it.
Yeah.
Taking those building blocks and building on top of that and building more and more on top of that and going 6 or 7 steps beyond your first step, all of a sudden you've got something really cool.
Mm-hmm.
And then putting on your sound editor cap. It's like taking all that cool stuff that you made, putting it up against picture, and making really hard decisions about what to keep, what to get rid of.
That's a great shot, by the way.
That's
You
the
still miss the
hardest
stuff
part,
on those
honestly.
swords hits? Those sword
When
swipes?
carving through it.
Yeah.
No. Are you?
What do we got? 3:30?
We have half an hour.
Oh, that sounded awesome.
Any sound designer can create amazing sounds, but to create clarity and to tell the story that the director is trying to put together, you have to be able to pivot a lot.
Yeah.
What kind of fireworks are recorded? Getting that sizzle on stuff. Nice little trick that I do is this is basically just a volume graph. But what I like to do sometimes, instead of tremulating the sound, I'll draw it in like this, which I do a lot on creature vocals and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But basically gives you this.
What?
That is amazing.
Dude.
That sounds so fucking amazing, dude.
They're like, hey, we need a sound for Savika's plasma blade, you know? He's like, hold
Hold
my
my
beer.
Wow.
Guys.
Right now, I am
Wow.
at my parents' house in the north of Germany.
Germany!
Here's one example of me thinking of the Arcane story.
Aw.
Ever since then.
There were definitely moments of being pretty overwhelmed, for sure. I mean, speaking for myself, I'm the kind of person, I work actually well under stress, except for when you have so many stressful things that you feel like you lose oversight, if that makes sense. You know, animation over there, music over there, voice talent.
So many things to keep up with.
And you don't know if the scripts for less episodes are working, and the planning for season 2. And there definitely are those moments where you just feels like it just is too much. I think that's why the burnout rate for, I think, showrunners is like 100% in general.
Yeah.
Dude. And you went back to do season 2, man?
Yeah.
Fucking
Knowing
amazing.
that the show is going out in November, really, I think it won't be real to me until it actually goes out into the world.
Yeah.
Now, the thing that keeps me up at night is trying to make sure that the next season doesn't disappoint.
Yeah.
Already, you're stressing out about the next, dude. Like,
the big hope, I guess, with this trip to Fortiche is to lock down the final episodes of season 2.
What?
The end that I won't talk about very much is one that is complex.
There's one thing about the ending that is new. We're like, oh, that's sort of the same beat we had in 206. Okay, that was sort of the thing we were hinging this whole episode around.
206
and now it's
episode
not there
season 2
anymore,
of
so
episode
let's
6?
just
I'm gonna assume,
redo
yeah.
the whole thing.
This
oh my god,
part,
they're talking
I
about
think, is
season 2
just a
already. What the
particularly
fuck?
hard part of stories, getting from your middle to the on track.
Yeah.
Final run on the Death Star, you know, that kind of location.
It's so hard to wipe the slate clean on something.
I think I just need to step back. I need to like try and figure this episode out without thinking about all the things that we've talked about.
Dude, yeah.
Yeah.
Just.
But we also don't want the baby to go out, Alex. We want to murder this baby with our bathwater.
That's an interesting saying.
Is that suggesting that we are filling it with more bathwater right now?
A lot of bathwater.
We're not dumping out the bathwater, we're adding bathwater. Steadily drowning.
Oh,
the stress for season 2.
I'm circling the exact location of the problem because when you say this
what's the problem?
Blurry or there is a bug here, sometimes it's difficult to just spot the right place and the right frame.
Right.
Dude.
How do you even see that, dude?
What in the level of attention is this?
Who would even notice?
We can't see the shard behind the glass.
Yeah.
But the glass is transparent, so we have to see it. So it's a problem.
Dude, who would even know? You guys are insane, man. The amount of fucking work you put into this.
But you know what? The thing is, like, that's what makes this show
excellent.
So, yeah.
Fortiche and Arnaud and Pascal, I really trust them.
These guys
their
are
heart's in the right place. You know, like
heroes,
you just know
man.
that they're always gonna err on the side of quality, passion.
On peut toujours apporter quelque chose de plus. Et c'est ça qui est des fois un petit peu frustrant pour nous parce qu'on est assez perfectionniste, c'est de se dire bon.
Yeah.
Somewhat.
You think?
Lâche le clavier.
Des fois c'est un peu dur, ouais.
You guys are geniuses, man. You don't settle for.
God.
Just going the extra mile, man. I've been saying it the entire.
That's what makes a difference, man.
It's never luck.
I was gonna say, is it ever? Yeah.
Wow. Never locked until it's released, huh?
People always say, oh, when you work on something, you leave a piece of yourself. In this case, it's just like, it definitely took a chunk out of me.
Gosh, I can imagine, man.
Thing that I could somehow do and hopefully add some value is make stuff where we ask relevant questions and where we can show people different perspectives.
Wow.
Wow.
Well, for Vi and for Jinx, the central question is, can you ever forgive a monster?
That's what they asked in the beginning.
Is there a line where you just can't go for your sibling and you just have to say, sorry, but this is where I have to leave you?
That's a great question to ask. It's a complex one.
If there's anything that we can achieve with Arcane past just the sheer entertainment, if there's just some good questions to ask for all of us and find our own answers, that's, I think, the best thing Arcane could do.
My heart. Imagine seeing that for the first time.
Yeah.
That sequence.
I'm still getting emotional, dude.
Wow. This is it. That's the last shot.
Now we're done.
Wow. Yes. This is silence. Everyone is just like, what is he
gonna
say? Christian?
Wow.
Wow, dude.
Media product in the history of the world to launch everywhere, including China at the same time. And we got Netflix and Amazon to actually partner because we're live streaming it on Twitch and enabling our players to restream it. Like crazy shit you'd only do at Riot ever, that no one's ever done before.
That's dope that you could kind of like stream your own, I guess, rewatching reaction while watching it.
Yeah.
It is such a pleasure to welcome LT and Christian Link to the premiere stage. How many things have you spent 6 years on one project for in your life? One single thing have you spent 6 years for before?
Marriage?
I'm dead, yo.
We certainly didn't expect anything on this caliber for the release of it, so it's very cool.
Wow, guys.
Really important to us that we create something that our audience can be proud of.
They definitely did that.
Must have been so nervous that day.
Wow, dude.
That's so cool.
Okay, I'm not putting on trousers though. That's where I draw the line. If I was somebody who was actually there, I would hate being followed by a robot. That being said, as the robot, I have no problem putting somebody into a vaguely uncomfortable situation.
I love it.
I am 100% interrupting something here, haven't I?
I'm someone on YouTube.
Wait, you actually know who the fuck I am?
Dude, that is awesome.
So cool.
I'm lucky. I've had a long association with Riot because I played Braum in League of Legends.
Wait, you're Braum?
Oh, he's Braum too. Dude.
The responsibility of this is kind of scary because of the anticipation from the fans. It's just, you can feel it. It's like tangible. Even on the internet, you can just feel it.
Me out for it, and I was like, oh, this is cool, you know, a black kid, he's a scientist, he's super sick, you know, and then when I got in, I was like, oh, this is a lot bigger than I thought.
So whoops, you know.
I'm sure you've been to a lot of premieres. This is much different, right, than most?
It's a lot cooler than most.
Doing it right.
This is the production value. This is like so incredible.
Wow.
I just can't wait to see what the players and what fans think of the show. I'm very excited.
Wow.
We fucking love it.
Should be very special, yeah. I think I'm gonna be too afraid to really see what the reactions are. I think I'm just gonna watch it, and then I'm just not gonna look online for as long as I can.
That is so nerve-wracking.
Port like 6 years into this, you know. The idea of having just someone go, it's just like, I think it would just be brutal.
After seeing everything they went through?
Yeah.
The audience is gonna be unmerciful, whichever way that goes, you know. If they love it, they will probably send me baskets of food.
Send him baskets of food right now, guys.
Send me baskets of shit.
Let's do it all together, guys.
He deserves all the love, man, and the entire team at Riot and Fortiche, they deserve so much love. Oh my god. He's there in the audience, dude. Oh, dude. I would be shitting my freaking pants.
Yeah.
Oh, that is so cool.
Yeah.
Oh.
Wow.
Wow. I mean, I want to see the second season like this, guys, please. Can we buy tickets to this premiere? I want to go watch season 2 like this.
Or can you imagine being like a voice actor?
When Christian sent me the first cut of the last 5 minutes of episode 3, I bawled. I like straight like ugly cried.
Yeah.
It was just
wow.
Sorry, I didn't even think about it.
I get emotional too, man.
Yeah.
You guys are fucking such an inspiration.
So many people work so hard trying to do justice to people's expectations, and they're doing it because of this love, you know, and sense of responsibility to not let players down. It makes us incredibly proud to see, you know, the reactions and see those things actually happening.
They should be so proud.
Dude.
We'll show them.
Wow.
We will show them all.
Dude. Oh my god. Wow, dude. Oh, I'm emotional.
I'm just super proud of the team. I'm super happy for Christian. And then all the people that helped make it happen. Like hundreds of people worked on it to bring it together. Not to mention the thousands of writers that built the IP that we were then able to translate into this. So the feeling that we really wanted people to have is that we handled that IP with care and love.
Guys, come on.
Yeah, they definitely did that, man.
You went above and beyond that.
I haven't looked at my phone at all today, so I'm going on the assumption that everyone hates the show and we're canceled and this is the last enjoy we're going to have in our lives.
Yeah.
Might as well enjoy it then.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Oh, that's awesome, dude.
Reviews or anything since I sat down, I don't want to see him.
Yeah, guys, just enjoy your night.
You're gonna be happy though.
Still watch it.
Act 1 review. Netflix. Dude, I'm so proud of you, man. Well,
what does it say?
Oh,
yes!
It's gonna be good. But after the finale, what a fool I was. So brilliant.
Yeah.
Which show Arcane, and I want to just start by saying it slaps.
It slaps.
Moist.
Yeah, I know. I know. That was, yeah.
Oh, wow, that's lit.
Oh, dude, imagine.
Oh, sorry. I don't know, I'm so overwhelmed. Mainly gratitude. I'm so proud of what this team, like the excellence so exceeded my expectations, and I know very well how ridiculous this climb was.
I literally said to him, I remember I said to him, if it goes down, we'll go down for the ship. I literally said, you can have my job.
Dude, this hits at so many levels. Like,
look at Christian. He's not even like, yay. He's just, yeah.
This hits like, it's so personal to us as well.
Merci à Christian pour la confiance.
Wow.
The trust, the trust.
Wow.
At the very beginning of Fortiche. Thank you, Christian. Thank you, everybody. Et maintenant que la soirée commence.
Dude. I'm fucking crying. I don't know why I'm crying. It's just like, see that it worked out for them for all this work.
La qualité d'Arcane, c'est que tout le monde était très passionné, a toujours été très très motivé, quoi.
Je pense qu'il y avait cette idée un peu de se dépasser, de ne pas rester sur ses acquis et de prendre des risques quelque part. Et je pense que ça, c'était payant, aussi.
I was at dinner recently with the directors of Fortiche, and they said they're very happy right now because when they got into this industry, they really wanted to create something to be history of the animation world.
Oh boy.
They were smiling and they were saying it's such a relief that after 6 years now, they feel like they know they worked on something that is part of animation history.
Hell yeah, guys.
Yeah, dude.
Hell yeah.
The project is like a wild success, or it's doing fine, or worse than that.
It's definitely better than fine.
That pushes the animation world forward by a significant margin.
A lot of advancements, a lot of creativity, and original ideas they had.
The fact that we can spend 5 hours in just Piltover and Zon, and then do it again in a second season before we start to zoom out of this one little corner of the world and this handful of characters.
Pardon me?
So wild. Alex made a comment to me last night.
Oh
He's
my
like,
God.
I could see myself telling stories in this universe for the next 30 years.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's a small miracle that this TV show got made, and it's a smaller miracle that so many god-tier artists came together to work on one project.
Yeah.
You can't not be proud of what they did.
We are definitely super impressed and proud of what they accomplished.
Always want it to be better. So no matter how much you think you might know about what's coming in season 2, there's always going to be tons of new stuff to discover. I think people are going to be really excited about what they find.
Oh my God.
Don't tease us like this. Give us a little trailer already.
Right, is because I like playing the game. I loved it. I think when Alex and I were starting to talk about making something like Arcane, we just thought that this should exist because we want to watch it. We love these characters. We love these worlds. I think maybe my favorite thing above all of Arcane is that I am very confident in saying that there's many people who work on Arcane right now that feel like they're working on the most important thing of their... I feel like people feel like they're challenged. They're working on something that's going to matter. They're going to look back to and say,
wow.
Yes, like that's a proud moment of my life and I'm happy I worked on it. And that to me is probably the most important thing.
Wow, can I just contribute and bring you guys donuts and coffee or something? I know. I just want to be part of the journey somehow.
With some wine or something.
Bring the guys beer and wine, the guys at Fortiche. Wow, guys. Wow, what a journey.
Oh, dude.
Wow. And season 2 is being cooked up right now. This was fantastic. Goosebumps.
Dude.
There's nothing I can say now that I have not said before in the past 4 parts. It was so great to see the resolution to this arc, see them all so nervous on premiere day. I can only imagine, just empathizing with that feeling of any of my stories ever get produced and finally having that first screening and putting it out there and having critics and reviewers and reactors and people watching it and just criticizing the shit out of the baby that you've been working on for so long. That's what got me emotional. I'm like, holy shit, I'm gonna be a mess when that's me. I don't know how Christian was so graceful still, and everybody else. I think they lost it when they just saw everybody applaud by the end of episode 3, as we saw. People were like, "Whoa, they're actually responding to what we created. This is working out. This feels good. This feels right." There's a moment in creativity when you're being, when you're going through the creative process and you have a sequence, you just know that works. There's an emotional response immediately, and you want to keep that intact. It works when you show it to different people and everybody has a similar response to that sequence where they're like, oof, holy shit, that hit me harder. Oh my God, that's really cool. I can only imagine, dude, seeing that in a stadium of however many people were there in the premiere and everybody reacting to it at the same time. That's just such a beautiful moment to carry.
I got emotional too, in multiple moments, just because it's first of all, it's the whole, we finished this, we're done, it's finally here. And I can only imagine the anticipation. You're excited to show someone something that you helped build, but it's also it's not necessarily just the fear of rejection, but it's also how much of yourself you poured into this. I feel being in the arts, no matter what shape or form that comes in, it's literally you ripping your heart out and just holding it out and saying, hey,
judge it.
Judge this. Yeah, exactly. Not everyone's gonna like your stuff. That's just part of the job. It's whether it's YouTube or anything else, there's always going to be someone that's not going to be happy. So you can't really think about those. You can't focus on that. You need to focus on the ones that will appreciate what you've brought.
That's a wrap on Arcane Bridging the Rift. Thank you guys so much for watching with us till the end. We appreciate you guys and we hope you enjoyed. Thank you, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.
See you guys.